General comments from Coach Quinn.
Well, just really proud of our guys. It's not an easy thing to do when you don't play well for 2 periods and be able to pull it together and give yourself a chance in the third, and that's what I thought we did. That was those first 2 periods were tough to watch. I didn't think we had a lot of jump in our step. I thought they were much quicker to lose pucks. They were quicker in general. They were much more alert than we were. We didn't really have a lot going on for ourselves. So second period ends and you're thinking, this is only 2-0. If we get the next one, you never know what can happen. And I thought we came out with a lot more pace in the start of the third period. And lo and behold, we get one, and the building gets excited, and our bench gets excited, and then we come right back and get another one. And then obviously a huge goal by Doyle to give us a 3-2 lead. But the most obvious play of the game is a penalty shot. We go up and we tie it 2-2, and Connor again makes an incredible save to give us a chance. And, it's been a great stretch for us over the last 3 weeks. And I was curious to see how we were going to play tonight, because I really feel over the last 3 weekends we've played 60 minutes of hockey night in, night out, and we've played hard and we've played fast. And we just weren't able to do that for the first 2 periods, and some of that obviously had to do with the way Michigan played. You always want to give your opponent credit, because I thought they gave us some issues, but we had some real good players bobbling pucks and making tough decisions, and we just looked mentally and physically slow. And obviously to be able to pull it together after 2 periods like that and have the third period we had, I'm really proud of our guys.
We were actually kind of laughing in the press box. The script is getting to be so familiar. Last several games, scoreless through 2 periods, amazing, inspiring third period. Be nice to kind of go into a third period winning a game at some point, right?
Tell me about it. Try standing behind the bench. True, but in the 2 Providence games, we played well the first 2 periods.
Better than tonight. Yeah.
So I felt a lot better going into the third period in those 2 games than I did in this one. That being said, after I realized, after the frustration set in about how poorly we were playing, I thought to myself, it's only 2-0. And, we obviously get a big power play goal from Danny, and then right away, 11 seconds later, 12 seconds later, get another one. And obviously the momentum's on our side, but then we give up a breakaway, and Connor makes an unbelievable save. So, just a huge win for us. You're not going to play 34 great games. You're just not going to do it. It's hard to do that at this level. But the key is, when you don't have it, what can you make of it? And we made 2 points out of it on the night we didn't have it.
I don't think I've ever seen a goalie do an elbow pump after a save like Connor did tonight with the penalty shot. It's a little unusual.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything.
He skated out of the crease and kind of did one of these.
He's got an unbelievable personality. And he's a great kid, and he's really playing well. So love that emotion.
A little bit of justice in that it looked like Summerby just slashed the guy's stick.
I didn't think it was a penalty, let alone a penalty
Yeah.
shot. But I'll have to see it on tape. I was very surprised that it was a penalty, and I might feel different after I watch it. But from my view, I thought he made a great recovery. I thought the refs actually did a good job tonight. I thought it was a well-refereed game, I thought.
Coach, Red Berenson's in his last year of his contract, which is not to say that he won't be back next year, but what has he meant to college hockey, and what have you learned from him?
Well, he's meant an awful lot to me. He's a guy that, when I was coaching in Ann Arbor, would come by the rink and we'd get to build a friendship, and I have a ton of respect for him. When I was coaching in Nebraska, Omaha, we were in the CCHA, and they had some wagons, and we had some great games with them, and I got to know him then. I've been great friends with Billy Powers for a long time, and Brian Wiseman, his other assistant, and he's been very supportive of me and my career. I remember when I applied for my first head coaching job, and I asked him if he would mind to write a letter of recommendation, if I could use him as a reference. He said, "A letter of recommendation? Give me the AD's number. I'll call him right now." So he's been incredible for college hockey. He had an incredible playing career. He's had an incredible coaching career. He looks like he's 46 instead of 76, and he's sharp as a tack. And it's special for me to be able to coach against him. And he's a guy that has really raised the bar in the college coaching world.
How good does it feel to see Danny get back on the board? His goal against Northeastern was an empty net goal, but how good does it feel to see him really get one in the net tonight?
It's huge. You know, that line, has been really good since we've had him together. And, I know he's played great. I thought he played great last weekend against Providence. And, to see him get on the, score a goal is huge. You need your best players to perform in key situations, and he certainly delivered in the key situation.
Were you surprised he took that wrist shot from 35 feet on a rush?
No, because that was there. I thought early in the first two periods we weren't getting enough pucks on that. We were trying to be way too cute and making play after play when no play was there. And actually the breakout was drawn up by Albie O'Connell. Did a great job on the initial rush. We kind of tweaked our power play breakout a little bit. And, Albie did a great job drawing it up and actually executed it, and it goes in the net, so you feel pretty good. I think Albie pulled a hamstring jumping off the bench. He was so happy. But Danny's a heck of a player. He's had an incredible career, and he's had a great year so far.
That third line.
Points haven't been there for Jordan Greenway yet, but he said you really solid games. What do you tell him? Anything when you've been playing well, but probably some frustration with not getting points.
Yeah, well, it's funny because he's this close. He beats people down low, he protects it, and he just doesn't have that last killer instinct to get pucks to the net when he beats someone down low. It's almost like he surprises himself and he slows up and he gives the guy a chance to recover. But he's played very well. The opposing coaches over the last 3 weekends, he's one of the first guys they mentioned after we play him, and he's just scratching the surface. People look at him and they forget he's 18 years old, because he looks like he's 35. So, but he's been a big part of this little stretch we're on, and he's going to keep getting better because he puts an effort into it. And he's so physically gifted.
Third line gets the goal tonight. Do you like what you saw from them?
Yes, I thought that line played well tonight. I thought they were probably probably our best line early on. I thought AJ had a good night. I thought Robbie had a good night. Bobo played well. So it's always nice to spread the wealth in the scoring department.
What did you think of Diffley's play on the fourth line? Granted, it's a one-game sample, but what did you make of his play
I thought
tonight?
he played well. Did a great job, and he's a hockey player. He's a good hockey player. And he'll play some defense as well, but he needs to be in our lineup.
Second line started the face-off in the third period. Was that just something you saw with the matchup?
Yeah. You think I was going to elaborate, did you?
Anything else?
Thank you.